5th of August 2024. This video is about the X39 stickers. So if you are not a viewer that are interested in that, I suggest that you stop now. Don't check the video because it is out and out about the X39 Livewave patches. I have done a lot of soul searching about doing this video because I see a lot of things happening with people that are using the X39s and that are contemplating to use it and so forth. But I think I'm going to do this one and just give you a little bit of my history and my experience with the X39. Now there's a lot of hype around the patches and so forth, and some stories that are published sounds almost too good to be true. And yes, I'm a extremely skeptical person. I'm also a fundamentalist. I stick to the basics. I started using the X39s for just one reason, and that was that two of my implants came loose and started giving me big problems. So I went to the dentist and he removed it, and he said to me, the problem is the first two digits of your ID number. I listened to it and I frowned, and I just thought to myself, to me, it is a reality that we get old. I'm 72 years old, and this tooth problem was about close to 2 years ago. So I asked him, okay, but what is the story here? And he said, look, the bone density in your jaw is dropping, and obviously, the implants can't sit if the bone is not solid. I had to accept that because it just makes 100% logical sense. But of course I was upset about it. And then he told me that there is other teeth that are also mobile. Now I just had to grin when they, that terminology, your tooth is mobile. Damn it. But in any case, be it as it may, so that was the situation. He had to remove the two implants, and he said to me, we must give it a year or so time and see if the jaw heals enough for him to fix it for me. The guy did a full mouth reconditioning on me about 7 years ago. And as you guys should know, they do a perfect job. They do everything perfect. Your teeth is lined up properly, the gaps are small, everything is perfect. And I was obviously upset about the two teeth that came out. So I came back, and then I spoke to a guy about it. And he said to me, listen, I know what type of guy you are, but maybe you should consider the X39s. They claim that those things rejuvenate your body. So I started reading up on it and getting information, and I was introduced to Marlena, and she gave me her story, and I thought, what the hell, let me do it. The first thing that hit me was the stuff is expensive, and the link she gave me to sign up had a lot of options, different packages that you can buy to get into the system. Now, you must understand, the whole LifeWave marketing site is based on multi-level marketing, MLM. And I know it's a curse word for some people, but be realistic about it. It is a very efficient system if it is run properly and ethically. There's been a lot of scams around it, but there's also been very good results about it. And one of the major advantages of MLM is that prices tends to stay stable because there's no retailers involved. And I mean, I can confirm that It's now almost 2 years that I've been using the X39s, and the price is still the same. No price increases, nowhere. So that is the one advantage of the MLM. So I got the stickers and I started using them. Obviously, I can't check my jaws unless I go for a very expensive x-ray. So I actually took it in good faith. But then, after about 2 months, I noticed other things that is changing. One of the first things that was, to me, absolutely astounding was I started battling with basically arthritis in my hands. Now, I'm a guy that loves building models, and for my whole life, and very intricate models and so forth. But I just had to drop that because I could no longer really cope with all that small parts, and so my fingers didn't want to work properly. And when I wake up in the morning, my hand would stand like this. This is what my hand would look like when I get out of bed. And the only way I could fix it was to take it like this and fold it, and then just move it a bit and to get it mobile, but it wasn't properly functioning. And that cleared up within about 3 weeks. I realized that my fingers are working. And I took one of the kits that I still had on my shelf here off the shelf, and just for good measure I built this model. Now you can see the thing here. It's not a very complicated model. It's in my view, a fairly basic model. But at least I could do the work. And that was, to me, fantastic. And the next, I noticed that my nails used to have a lot of ridges on it. The ridges was clearing up. Plus, where I normally had to do my nails, trim my nails once a week, I noticed that by day 4, they needed clipping. So my nails were growing faster. And then, I've got a story about nails. I was a youngster. When I was a young boy, I used to chew my nails into the life. I mean, the blood was coming out of it. And in grade 1 at school, I had a teacher. And when we get into class in the morning, the first thing we had to do is we had to put our hands on the desk on top of our handkerchiefs. So she inspects our nails and checked that we have a handkerchief. And she stopped at my desk that one morning, and the nails were in a horror state. And she looked at it and she said to me, to chew your nails is not a good thing, because your hands are always in public. And many times that's the first thing people notice about you. And if you chew your nails, it doesn't give a good impression. And then she put her hand next to mine, and her nails were perfectly groomed. And she said to me, if you groom your nails properly, you send a message of that you are somebody that takes care of the smaller things in life, but pay attention to detail. And this may sound crazy, but that's the type of guy that I am. I went home that afternoon and I was very upset about my nails. And that was the day that I stopped chewing my nails. And since then, I've always had this thing about nails. And yes, many people has made comments about my nails, but because it is traditional for men to clip their nails very short and so forth, I don't do it. You can see here on my hands. That is my nails, and that's how I like it, and that's how I like it. That's me, and that is how it is. So yeah, I noticed that my nails were smoother, very much stronger, and they were growing faster. And I thought about it, and I thought, what the hell is this? It can be nothing else, because I'm not using anything else. So that is the point that I started talking about X39. What also, for me, that I noticed is I used to get this little, I don't know, don't call it a wart or what, on the back of my upper arms. It was just like a cat nipple, but it was dead skin. And I always scratch it off, because I don't like growth so much. I had cancer at a stage in my life, and I hate anything that grows that is not supposed to be there. But I noticed that I don't get those things. So obviously something was happening, and it cannot be attributed to anything else, because I'm a healthy guy. And the other thing is that apart from my fingers that was visible, that arthritis that was very visible, other things, I don't have ailments. I don't get headaches, I don't get backaches, I don't get neck pain, none of those things. I'm a healthy guy. And so there was nothing miraculous that could happen to me to make me think that the X39 is wonderful. So I started talking about it, and obviously other people started joining my downline and started using the products. And so, but as I've said to one of the upline guys, you must understand, my listeners are in the age group 55 plus. Majority of them, about 80%, is in that age group. So they're not marketing people and so forth. They use the things for health. But the stuff is damn expensive. It's really expensive. So the next things that other things that I noticed was, suddenly I started noticing black hair in my side whiskers. Now, I've got photographs I can show you. Since 2004, my side whiskers were white, snow white. And I started seeing black hair there. And then I noticed that my eyebrows were thickening. And that I liked that. And because I was, that was something that basically worried me, getting bald on my eyebrows. But that's vanity, in any case. So I noticed that, and I talked a few times about it, and then some of my downliners, they gave me feedback of what they experienced, and it was very good and very positive. But they don't want to come onto a video and do a story about it. These people are private about it. Now I want to get to the money side of the thing, and that is where the big thing is. The fact that you have the option that you can refer people, and then you earn a little bit of commission on every referral. So everybody that joins under you, you get some commission on it, which will lead to that your patches becomes basically free. And if you're a little bit active, you can actually make a little bit extra money out of it. So you start making a profit on your patches. That is very important. The one lady, she is a SASSA pensioner, and it was damn difficult for her to make the decision to start. But she took that chance, and the responses of her body was miraculous. I mean, she used to walk around with a walker, go to the shop with a wheelchair. She's totally mobile today. And that's, nobody can really explain how and what. Now, for me, the basics about the X39 is that, okay, it stimulates your stem cells. That's a short sentence. But what does it actually mean? Your stem cells are the basic bricks that your body is made of. This body, this building is made out of those stem cells. Those are the bricks. If there's no bricks, there's no body. So what happens is we get older, our bodies produce less and less stem cells. So your immune system is trying to maintain you, but it's got limited bricks. So it's just make common sense that your immune system will look after your heart and your brain before it will look after your bald spot on your head. Because the bald spot's not going to kill you, but if your heart fails, you're dead. So it's got limited bricks to work, and that is why the rest of our bodies start falling apart, slowly but surely. And it's especially visible after 60. You can see people, they go well until 60, and then suddenly, visually, they start aging very fast. And that's because of a lack of bricks. And the X39s gives the bricks. So, what I want to say to you this morning, because I've got people that stopped using the stem cell patches. And they say to me straight, I cannot afford it. I just can't afford it anymore. And I said to one of the guys, listen, have you spoken to your family and your friends about what's happening to you? You've had damn good results with your hands because he also suffered from arthritis. I said, have you discussed it? No. I said, listen, just start talking about it. Just start talking about it to the people. They can see it in your life. You're not marketing. Tell them what the hell is happening to you. And the oak said, all right, I'll try it. And within 2 weeks, he signed up 9 people. And I said, you see, look at that. Now, you're actually making money out of the patches. So you're getting your patches for free, basically. And it works like this. You still have to buy your patches, but on the back end, you've got a wallet in which you're earning your commissions, and you get that back. And they pay it out every week. They pay it out. So yes, you pay for your patches, but then you get commission back, which offsets the cost. And there's a few people that took that route, and today they're very happy. So I want to say to all of you that are using the patches because of the severe need for your health reasons, don't be afraid to talk to people about what you are experiencing. And if you are in my downline, between me and Marlena, we will help you to make sure you've got your own referral link that you give to the people. Just as I gave you a link to which you signed up and you became part of my downline. You get your own link so you can build your own downline. We will help you with that. I spoke to a lady yesterday and she was very upset. She's old and she's not so technically operational, and she got someone that is in the LifeWave system to help her to sign up. And shortly after, she started telling me how much she is benefiting from the patches. And I said, but I can't understand it. I don't see you in my downline. And then she said to me, okay. And I said, what is your reference number, your ID number on your back office and so? And we checked and he said, no, that girl that helped her signed her up under her downline. Obviously I was upset about it, but I thought, okay, that's it. Some you win, some you lose. But then, yesterday she spoke to me and she said to me, she's got now a problem. She has already given the girl 10 referrals. And she was under the impression the girl will sign those referrals up under her name. And it appears that the agent took the referrals for herself. Okay, so we're now trying to sort that out for her. But this is the problem. It can sound extremely complicated, but it need not be complicated. And I can understand that older people has got a problem to go through the technical parts in the beginning to sign up properly and get themselves into the system. Ask a child or ask a grandchild to help you, or a friend or what, a youngster that you can trust to help you through the process if you can't manage it by yourself. Get that in and up. Very important is that when you sign up, the username that you use, make sure it's a name that you can remember. Then your password, that is obviously you must be able to remember that, but I don't want to know anything about that. Fact of the matter is, get that done and make very sure when you sign up that your cell phone number is, you add your cell phone number and your email address. After you've signed up, you will get an email. I think it's 2 emails that you get. The one that confirms your sign up and gives you a link to your back office, because that is where you got to order future patches. And the other one is you will get a marketing link. But if you didn't get the marketing link, we can help you to set the marketing link up. But it's important for us to help you set up the marketing link. We must have your username. So if you signed up at sign up time and you chose Cookie 2020 as your username, that is what will appear in your referral link. We'll use that, and then when people sign up on that link, you benefit from it. And I'm doing this video specifically because the bulk of the people that signed up under me is older people, and they don't understand the whole process. So I'm going to recap the process. You sign up, you've signed up with my link, and you're there. So you are a legitimate LifeWave partner. If you get people that want to use a product, you must use your sign-up link, referral link, I call it. If you're not sure about that, ask on my WhatsApp group. We will help you with that, to make sure that you have your referral link. Then you must also understand, when you start earning commission, at a stage you're going to get a notification that you have to authenticate or confirm the legitimacy of your bank account. To go through that process, you need to get, and you can get it online from your bank, a confirmation letter that the bank account belongs to you. That's the first thing that you must have. And then you go through that process on their site to create your wallet. Once you've created that wallet, and that will only happen once you start earning commission. It takes about 3 weeks after you've earned your first commission, and then you go through this banking thing. So don't get too anxious if you don't notice. You know that you have signed people up, but you don't notice that you're earning commission too quickly. It is a process that takes time. So after the sign up, the next technical thing you've got to go through is the confirmation of your bank account. But we can help you with that and assist you with that up to a point. It's not difficult, but it is vitally important that your email address is correct, because they're going to send you an email in which they're going to request authentication of your bank account. And then you go through the steps. You can't go into your back office and find it there. You've got to follow that email link. All right, that's it there. So the whole LifeWave environment is designed around the multi-level marketing principles, with the prime advantage that you that are using the stickers, you have now a way to make your stickers more affordable. Keep that in mind, and if you've got more questions, please ask on the WhatsApp group. Now finally, I'm just going to say to you, look at this photograph of my hairbrush. This is something that I only noticed recently. And if you see, there's almost no hair in that brush. I've been using that brush now since the last cleaning for more than 2 weeks. In the past, prior to this session, after 2 weeks, I got to clean the brush. And the hair that I take out there, it looks like a damn ball of steel wool, like a pot scraper or something, and it upset me tremendously. It's a lot of hair that I'm losing. And all of a sudden, that has stopped. You can see there's almost no hair in that brush, and it's going now for 3 weeks. And in the past, if I do this and I take my hair like that and I pull it, and I flip it over, there's a lot of hair between my fingers. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. So that's a bonus. And then back to the teeth. It's now 18 months. And I found, it started about 6 months ago, that I couldn't bite any more tight on the front teeth. It was as if the one tooth is a little bit longer than the rest. Now, listen, those teeth were planted perfectly by the dentist. That was the first thing that I noticed. Then I started to realize that all of a sudden, when I eat biltong or meat or so, I'm getting meat between the gaps in my lower teeth. And that was strange, because the guy packed the teeth in perfectly. And then I realized, but I can feel with my tongue, it was as if the lower teeth are no longer in that perfect arch. I thought, hey, something is wrong here. But there's no mobile teeth. So I phoned the dentist and I said to him, listen, this is what I am experiencing. I didn't tell him anything about X39, not a word. And he just said to me, that is very strange. I've never seen something like that. But what you are telling me makes me think that your jaw bone density is building up, and that is what is pushing the teeth. Now we can confirm that with an X-ray. It's a very expensive thing that I have to go and do. I am in no mood to go and do it now, right now. Well, of course it's too expensive. I don't have that money floating around. But from what I experience physically in my mouth, nothing else makes sense. So, although I didn't have that magic moment where all of a sudden I wake up in the morning and all my hair is back and all of that, like some of the videos that I've seen where the guys claim within 2 weeks their hair were back and all of that. Okay, didn't happen to me, but a lot of other things happened to me. Most of you know about the fact that I lost my dog a few months ago and I got 2 new puppies. And the one, the Boerboel puppy, like typical Boerboel puppy, very playful and so on. When I play with him, he bites me. Not bite, but he takes me with his mouth. But their teeth, the young dogs, their teeth are like needles. And they puncture the skin and so forth. And this one, he really punished me that night. It was a long row of bite marks on the front here and then going that way. And it was bleeding. My wife cleaned it and put some antiseptic on it, and then she wanted to put plasters. No. Now, all of us know that as you get older, when you get little wounds like that, they tend to show some signs of infection, sometimes severe, sometimes less, but there's always a little here and there one that is not so lekker. All I can tell you about all of those wounds that that little dog gave me, not a single one showed a single sign of infection. You can see there on my arm, the last ones are now healing. It was nice red around it as it should be, and the scab formed and the scabs came off, and that was it. So obviously my system is better, and that is what I can tell you about it. Let's wait and see where it goes, but I am happy. I have to order again this week, coming week now, but I've been using this now for more than 18 months. And as far as I'm concerned, I will never stop, because I see the benefits. But I want to say to you, and I made this video specifically for you, that find the patches are too expensive for you to maintain the process. You have that option built in there. Get a few friends or family and get them onto the system under your name. We will help you with that so that you can afford your stickers. That is the important part, and that is the advantage of MLM. Think about that. If you've got questions, please ask the questions, and I will put the link to my WhatsApp X39 group into the comments here on this video. You're welcome to join and ask the questions. You have to ask the questions. As far as I am concerned, I have zero doubt that the stuff works. I was extremely skeptical when I started off, and just as skeptical as I was, so committed I am now today. Yeah, I can tell you more stories. I tried some of the other patches and I've had some interesting experiences, but that's for another video. Please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. Thank you for your support.